and welcome to GW3 Live. I am Dr. Renee Noor. So excited to be here with you all today for this incredible exclusive interview. I'm very excited to be enjoying the month of March. If you're having a great time in March, go ahead and put some green hearts up because we love navigating life through every opportunities. Our phenomenal guest, not only am I grateful that she's been able to embrace her womanhood, okay, she's also been able to do some great things. Not only she's embodied excellence, but also that resilience that's been keeping her setting herself on fire. And I'll gather this too, guys. She's been making pathways for so many. She's an Emmy-nominated actress, a stunt woman, alongside the professional wrestler, sports radio personality. In addition to that, she is a motivational speaker. Beyond all of those incredible careers, she is a change maker, and we're looking so forward to meeting her next week as we celebrate her for her volunteerism work. So without any more, it's an absolute pleasure for us not only to celebrate our very own Janeshia Adams-Ginyard, but it gives us an opportunity to celebrate her here on the GW3 Live. So come on here, beautiful. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing amazing, and happy International Women's Day to you.
Likewise, right back at you. Also entrance. That was cool. The video intro that you had, that was really cool.
Awesome. Well, that video, I have to give it up to you. That video, the whole Wakanda forever, right?
And the whole vibe.
The whole vibe. And we know you've not only been able to shine in the Black Panther, the first one. The Black Panther is one of the warriors, but you also did the sequel which was, of course, Wakanda Forever. And I got to ask you this. How was it working on the movie set, if you don't mind? Because I know I'm jumping right into it, but why not? How was it working on the movie set with Wakanda Forever?
Yeah, so first of all, thank you for having me. I'm super excited to be speaking with you. And so working on Black Panther, the franchise, Wakanda Forever, it was awesome. That was the first time I've ever been on a project with that many people who look like me, like straight up. There was a cookout, it was a barbecue, it was everything. But no, honestly, it was really cool because I had knew Ryan's work, Ryan Coogler, our director, and being able to see him and his I could literally see him thinking when he would explain a scene to us and hey you guys, so this is what's happening in this scene, or this is what's going on in this scene. And being on the set with, I had worked with Queen Mother, Miss Angela, before on previous projects. But I have to be honest, I was super excited on the first Black Panther to work with Mr. Forrest Whitaker. I was like, oh my God, that's Mr. Forrest. I was like, yo, it's Forrest Whitaker. So that was really cool. But it was awesome because I know that when the first one came out, they had never had a Black superhero movie with a predominantly all Black cast. That just didn't exist. And there was a lot of pressure, and you felt that, right? And I think the world got a chance to see that you can do a superhero movie that's predominantly all Black people, and it will be successful because Black people are consumers and we support our people. And it was written very well, and Chadwick acted his ass off. So it was just really, I was blessed to be a part of that. It was cinematic history. I had Marvel on my vision board. I'm very big into vision boards. My mom instilled that in me at a very early age, and I'd always wanted to do a Marvel project, and it came to fruition with Black Panther, so it was really cool.
Well, we're excited for, we were excited to go to the movie theater. So I'm going to let you know right now.
Yes.
Everybody got dressed up. We had on our gowns. We had on our gold, black and gold. And it was a time for us to really celebrate legacy. It was time for us to also embody, what it felt like to be the kings and queens that we already are, right?
Facts.
Let's talk about that jewelry, because my God, whoo, my boy, Mr. Baba G, as you saw in the video clip, yes. He did it up for Queen Angela Bassett.
Yeah, he did.
And he's like, wait till you see what I got now, Queen. And when he came in and he styled us for that photo shoot, I was just like, oh my goodness. It was like a dream come true.
Yeah.
Now you work with
talented.
Yes, he is, right?
He's so talented, super well connected. He does the jury. As we talked about previously, you know, he's a healer because I went to him. I consider him my shaman. He healed me when I broke my hand and all that. Yeah.
Yes. Well, you know, it's so incredible to see you. You got this great energy. And, you know, a lot of people don't even understand what the path of your journey is. And so not only do I want you to let everybody know a little bit more about who you are, but when I say the stunt woman, and you were in that movie doing your own stunts, but then a wrestler, and I'm like, girl, are you serious? You have been able to just shine. And as I look at you, I'm like, you gotta be standing over there at least 5'11", 5'8", okay?
So I like to tell people I'm a multi-hyphenate. I am by every sense, you know, I am the definition of that word, a multi-hyphenate. So I do acting. I started in industry acting. I like to tell people that if they don't know, because I didn't just pop up on the scene doing stunts. I started off as actress. I did commercials. I did a lot of Nike. I did a lot of Nike print jobs. So yeah, but literally where I am today is because of the foundation of sports in my life. I started out very early. I want to say like third grade. Was third grade? Probably third grade. I think like 8 years old, doing track and field. And track has literally become the foundation of everything. From me speaking to different youth athletes, me doing radio. I was a radio personality at Clear Channel San Francisco. Now I think it's iHeartRadio. But I was an on-air radio personality. I had my own radio show. So sports have really served as an amazing foundation to where I am today. It's just opened so many doors. And what's the other part of the question?
You did a phenomenal job. You know, one of the things I was asking about, and thank you for being able to be that on, I guess, went on the show as a talk show host, but then also you turn the energy up when you're also on the screen. But one of the things I was going to ask, stunt woman, I mean, a wrestler, come on now. That is pretty intriguing within itself, because everybody, I'm sure, look at you, it's like so petite, little ladylike, and next thing you know, you'll throw them on the ground.
Oh yeah, I'm a clothesline you all day. I'll suplex you. Don't play with me. I would definitely suplex you. But again, so the wrestling, all of that is all tied in from athletics. And when I'm speaking to a lot of youth, because I speak to a lot of youth, I always tell them, you know, you never know what door is going to open. You never know what opportunities are going to come. Because like I said, I was doing sports my whole entire life. I did collegiate track and field in college. Then from there, I went and I did a short stint on the U.S. national bobsled team. So I actually was a brakeman on the U.S. national team. And then from there, I started doing Nike work and different commercials and print jobs. And then from there, you know, the door opened and someone was, I was doing acting, obviously, on different projects. I was always the jock because I was an athlete. And then someone was like, you should do stunts. I was like, what is stunts? Like, I had no idea what stunts is. I don't come from a family I'm not a legacy kid or a generational kid that comes from someone that does stunts or anything like that. So I was like, what is that? And then they're like, oh, you know, those are the people that do like the action stuff for the projects. And I'm like, oh, I could totally do that. I'm an athlete my whole entire life. So I actually, does a stunt person do? What's entailed? Because I always remember my mom said, be a student of the sport. Whatever that is, that means figure out what is necessary, what is required, what you got to do. So I said, okay, well, I need to, you know, I hired a tumbling coach, a private tumbling coach, because I knew if I was going to do stunts, I need to have some type of air awareness of what my body is doing in the air. And then I hired a private boxing coach because I needed to have some, you know, combat, how to fight, you know. So I just, you know, did all those different things. And next thing you know, projects start coming in and like, oh, can you double this person? Can you double that person? All while I was still training. I was learning back handsprings, basic tumbling like gymnastics, back handsprings, wall flips, wall runs, things like that. And yeah, then fast forward, here I am.
And fast forward, here she is. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Well, you know, it's a wonderful journey that you have had. And some of the things that I just want to say, we are so grateful to have you here. You know, thank you and welcome again to the GW3 Live. We are here with not only Miss Janeshia Adams-Ginyard, all the way from Jamaica. Okay, don't forget we're from Jamaica. That's where the root comes from, right?
Yeah. You better
But I want to say, you said something that was so interesting, you know, not where you come from, but now you are living a legacy. You are now the leader in setting the tone. And on behalf of not only the Global Women Wealth Warriors, alongside our dear friend, Mr. Greg Reed, we want to celebrate you. Come on. Yes, he nominated you for your Lifetime Achievement Award for this volunteer work that you've been doing. So tell us, you know, what pushed you into that space of wanting to give back? We'd love to know.
Yeah, so first of all, like you mentioned, Greg, oh my gosh. Thank you, Greg. You are a walking blessing, literally a walking blessing. So thank you for that nomination, Greg. I really, truly appreciate it and love you to death. So my volunteer work literally comes from my mom. My mom instilled that in me. I have a twin sister as well. So she instilled the importance of give back, helping others, charity, all of that. That all comes from my mom. And I navigate the planet that way, like in everything that I do. And I make sure that people know where it comes from. And they can see that light of giving, that it shines, right? It shines. And I also feel that it was ordained. I'm chosen by God to do that. That's part of the service that I'm supposed to do as a child of the King. So that's where that all comes from. Yeah.
Incredible, incredible. Well, I want to say thanks again to President George W. Bush for creating this volunteer award. You know, because of him, you know, we've been able to bless so many individuals. You know, this is the highest award that you can receive on behalf of the United States for volunteerism work. And last year, we were able to honor more than 30 individuals. They donated over 500,000 hours.
Wow.
Come on now.
That's awesome.
Yes, yes. And so not only is it an honor for us to celebrate you as well, but just hearing your remarkable journey. I love the fact that you give homage to not only your mother, but just, you know, the roots of Jamaican life is just within itself. And let me tell you something, man. I love my Jamaican food, baby, okay? I know my accent may not be all the way there. I got to work on it, right?
No, I got to sit with my aunt for a good minute before that accent come out real good, so.
Yes. I know.
I got to sit too. I got to sit with it.
I love it. I love it. Well, your diversity, your personality, so much good energy. I want to ask this question because in the journey of you even wanting to impact lives and help to motivate and be that inspiration to others, share with us an experience or even a project that had you at a profound impact, you know, whether it was based upon you or even the community that really changed you.
Yeah, that's a great question. So there's a couple that I can think of, but I'll say what first came to mind. I loved reading to the children at the hospital. That's something that I love doing. From the Long Beach Children's Hospital to Los Angeles Children's Hospital. I think they call it Children's Hospital Seahawk or whatever they call them. Don't matter, children's hospitals. I actually love doing that. And it's amazing I'll say this. So my mom always told me and my sister when she would have us reading, because she started it all, she said, you don't know how blessed you are. You don't know how blessed you are. And I'm going to make sure that you guys understand the blessings that y'all have. Not everybody is able to walk. Not everybody is able to talk, to see. Like, I know my sister, she would do stuff with blind kids, even as an adult. Like, this been my mom ingrained so much give back in us that we can't go nowhere without doing something. But I just really love giving back my time and reading to the children and watching them just light up and glow. And then as I'm reading, I'm like, you know, making my voice go high. It's like a really funny character, like just being able to have fun with them. It's really cool, and that really changed my life, because it's like, wow. And then there were times where, you know, I read it as an adult, but when you're reading to kids that's your age, who might be in a cast or might have just come from giving blood, or Jesus, is all I can say. So yeah, reading. And then also I used to do the EJ Jackson Limousine Foundation a lot, give back for the turkey drives. First of all, the holidays are a very sensitive time for a lot of people. There are people that have their families but are missing key members, maybe like the matriarch or the patriarch, or things like that. It just gets really sensitive for people. And then you also have the ones that are unhoused and homeless, and just giving back, just seeing their eyes light up just for a can of whatever, or the food, or you talking to them, telling them, hey, you can do it. You know, it pulls on the heartstrings. It pulls on the heartstrings. Yeah.
I like that, being also able to inspire, because a lot of people think it's easy. This work
Mm.
that you do in giving back is really not easy at all. And I'm
Mm.
happy to hear that you have a twin sister. I didn't miss that. Okay. That twin sister that's out there advocating right there alongside you. Now, are you identical twins?
No, we're fraternal, and
Fraternal.
she's
Okay.
she's in Georgia by you. Yeah.
Well, hello. I need to
Yeah.
meet the other side. Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Is she also into the film industry?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, they definitely keep you elevated in this space.
Yeah.
There are going to be many people that's going to be watching this, and of course, it's going to continue on. I want you to share with us, and just looking back over your life. It seems as if you're one of those seasoned girls already, but you're not. To me, you remind me of a 22-year-old, but y'all have to tell your age, because I know in the industry you guys are like telling your age anyways, right? But you've been able to accomplish so much, in such a short period of time. What advice would you give to individuals who want to do more in making a difference through volunteerism?
Yeah. So what I would say first is, I grew up in a household where there were two words that were never used. Never. I talk about this in my book. Hard and can't. My mom never used those words. We could never use those words. Till this day, I still don't use those words, hard or can't. So one, eliminate those from your vocabulary. That would help a lot. Second thing I would say is operate. I cannot stress this enough. Operate in your purpose and your passion. So many times, so often, people are motivated by money. Stop all that. That is like, I would tell you, people who know me will tell you, if I see you just money, 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 I will disengage immediately. I don't like that type of spirit around me. I don't like that energy around me. Because when you're operating in your purpose and your passion, the money's going to come. God is going to shine that light, and people will see you. Your gifts will be used, period, the end. So for people who want to do their give back, do it in the spaces that align with your purpose and your passion. If you don't like dealing with people, or let me say something else. If you don't like working with blood or whatever, maybe your give back is not volunteering with donating of blood, right? If you like talking to youth and kids, maybe you volunteer at their events or their activities or their community carnivals or whatever, but align it with the spaces that you are passionate about, because we would have a much better world if people stopped doing stuff they didn't like to do. Okay. Period. Stop it. We don't need the negative energy. The reason we interact with people in the general population who are unhappy is because most of them are doing things they don't like to do. So do your give back without question in areas that you're passionate about and that aligns with your purpose. I would say that.
Oh, girl, come on now. Hashtag purpose, and make sure you don't be chasing after the money, because when you chase after the money, you lose connection of what your divine purpose really is.
You're lost.
Yes.
You're lost.
And you're
I see so many people,
there.
They're like, oh my God, I want to be famous, and I want to do this. I want to do that. It's like, well, hold on. You want to be famous. What do you want to do though?
Right.
What do you want to do? If you do that and you do that well, you're going to be famous in whatever. Back in the day, didn't nobody ever think that they would see cooking shows on TV, right?
Mm-hmm. Right, that's
but
right.
People who were passionate about cooking, they stuck with it, and now they got cook shows. They got a whole Food Network. Like, it's like,
look at Martha Stewart. Martha Stewart was still cooking in jail, okay, and she's still cooking still today. So yes,
but we have so many people that are so, glitz and glam and this and that, shiny object syndrome, whatever they call it. It's like, no, focus on you and stop trying to please other people. Because you're not being true to yourself. Just align with your purpose and your passion, and will find you.
I love it. Well, you are so right in harmony, not only with, I would say the man up above, God, but staying in alliance with your purpose and your passion. That is something that everybody should wear t-shirts now. Miss Janeshia is dropping down these gems, guys, and make sure you guys are taking them.
Yeah, and quote me the same way y'all like to quote Ayana and Oprah and all that. Give me my quote too, okay?
That's right, absolutely. I love it.
Quote Gary Vee, quote me too. Give me my credit.
Absolutely. Well, not only you're an author, you have been able to blaze so many different stages in just giving back of your energy, great energy, might I add. Okay, great energy. But you have so much more inside of you. I can see that, there's more that people can learn so much about you as well. So in receiving this President's Volunteer Service Award is not only an incredible achievement for you, but how does this recognition motivate you to want to do more? How does this recognition, continue on with your mission of what it is that you are so passionate about in your purpose?
Yeah, thank you. So many layers to that. So part of the award is super ooper duper confirmation that my mama was the bomb. Okay. Just keeping it 100, because if my mom did not instill the importance of give back and charity and volunteerism, I wouldn't be here talking to you. I was a Girl Scout all the way up to cadet from Brownie. That's like, I don't know, years, right? So I'm so incredibly grateful that I had a mom that instilled the importance of that in me. Also, it's really, it's an honor to know that where I am, this is not how my story ends, right? But people see the glory, don't know the story. They get a little bit of the story through you, but that's not the whole story. Through Give Back, you have trials, tribulations, people set up hurdles. You would think that a person who wants to give to kids and spend time to kids and volunteer to kids, it would just be smooth sailing. Nope. Understand, people, when you're trying to do good work, people try to set up roadblocks, they try to set up hurdles for you to go over, but what they forgot is that I did track and hurdles was my main event. So I will prevail because God, I'm a child of the King. So I would say that. I also would say that it's extra encouragement, extra motivation, and further confirmation to keep navigating the planet the way I do. I navigate this planet, and I'm very specific, and I say this all the time. I navigate the planet always channeling my always channeling my ancestors, and allowing God's light to shine through me. So I am aligned, and my purpose and passion is with the industry of television and film, right? So I am always making sure that I'm reaching out and speaking out to the youth, to different kids at the elementary schools who say they want to be an actor, or they want to do film, or they want to do stunts. Because let's be honest, not many people can say they've met a stunt person. People, Black kids, Black boys and girls, one, they don't know what stunts is, and two, don't have the access. So I'm here to provide the access to them, because that sometimes is the key difference to success and going to the next level, is just having the access. So whenever I can go to a school, do a career day, do a workshop, do Q&As with them, demonstrations, I'm all for it, because I know little Black boys and girls need the access. So, yeah.
That's right there. That's powerful. Access, guys, access. She's dead on with it, because nothing's wrong with having the skills, but if you don't have the right doors to open up to, or even to be led into, sometimes our skills just go, not allowing us to be able to reach this full potential. So thank you for saying, yes.
And sometimes access is just a child being able to have a conversation with you, and you hone in on something that they weren't aware of. Like, I speak to so many little kids who do sports. They'll do gymnastics or basketball, and I'm like, hey, you can, like, if you don't want, because they're like, I'm like, what do you want to do with that? Well, I don't know. I said, well, don't forget, you can also be a consultant. Maybe there might be a gymnastics movie coming out, and one day you can be a gymnastics consultant, or maybe you can be the psychologist. So it's so many different things that you can just instill, or just give them little nuggets, right? Somebody gave me a nugget. I didn't know what stunts was. I was on the set. I was already acting. Hey, you should do stunts. I'm like, what is stunts, right? So sometimes it's just one thing that might trigger someone to be like, oh, I could do that. Okay, wait. So maybe I just want to do basketball all the way to college and then become a sports psychologist. Like, it's just connecting dots for people.
I love it, guys. Oh, I mean, you are right on point, and I'm just enjoying this. Not only you're beyond intelligent, okay? You're so inspiring. You're so inspiring, and just, your confidence is so important to have. And I love the fact that you stay committed to not only your service, but also leadership. And that's a very empowering for us, especially being that international global woman here today. Yeah, and we celebrate you, Janeshia. I want to say thank you for everything that you have done thus far, and even more things ahead of you, because you have even more accomplishments just waiting for you on the other side. One of our friends, Tim's story would say, is just right around the corner, not only with your accomplishments on film, but also with the sports, and then entertainment, because that's a huge piece within itself, but also your heart. We can feel your heart and your passion, your service, and how dedicated you are, and just leading with excellence. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, you're so
I appreciate that. I just hope people can see the Christ. Like, I tell people, I'm sold out for Christ. I'm sold out. I know that I'm a child of the King, and I walk in my authority, and I understand. And what I try to instill in the youth that I meet is get that fear out the way. There is a movie called Apocalypto, one of my favorite movies done by Mel Gibson, and one of the guys says on there to his son, don't bring fear into this camp. Don't bring fear into this camp. I tell that to the youth I meet. They're like sponges, right? Get that fear out the way. You can do whatever you want to do. You literally can do whatever you want to do. You could change the game by being persistent, adamant, determined, by whatever. I literally did stunts, didn't know about stunts. Someone, hey, you should do stunts. I did the research. I saw what it needed to do, what was required of a stunt performer. And then here I am, 2021. I am the first and still only Black woman to be nominated for an individual stunt award in the new stunt category for the Emmys, which is outstanding stunt performance. I was the first Black woman and the first woman to be nominated by herself, and that was a new category. So you say volunteerism. You're like, what does the volunteerism mean to you? It means I need to continue to navigate this planet, channeling my ancestors, giving honor to God, and not keeping fear in this camp, because give back is powerful. And there are people, these youth, Black kids who look just like me, who are going to see that and be like, yo, I could do it. I could do it. There is no eliminate hard and can't. I tell all the youth I meet, don't use those words ever again in your life. Don't. Yeah.
We've removed them out of the dictionary today. Okay. No more I can't. No more don't. Everything that we do is all about moving forward. And you know what? One of the things I say too, Janeshia, if you fail, it's okay. Keep failing. That's the only way that you're going to learn. Just keep on failing. Keep going. Give yourself forgiveness. A little bit more forgiveness go a much longer way, right?
Keep going. Yes, a lot of people, they're just scared because they think they care what somebody else thinks. And I try to tell these It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. You do community work and there's still somebody that don't like you. You know what I'm saying? You literally do work to help others and somebody don't like you. Jesus came to save the world and they killed him. That's right. So now we got that out the way. I don't really care what you do to me. I don't care. I'm about to go do this service though. I'm about to go feed this hungry. I'm about to go read to these kids in the hospital. I don't really care what you got to say. Honestly, I really don't.
I love it. Oh my goodness. You know, the chats are blowing up. They got fire emojis everywhere. Everyone loves your heart and soul and just love your energy. You know, I'll say this, and I want to say, because I'm looking so forward to meeting you.
I know, next week.
Each other secret nods, thanks to our friend, Mr. Greg.
Love Greg.
Oh man, come on now. We know we have some incredible people that's going to be joining us. And I'll say this though, because of the heart and soul of Greg Reed, I got to give him his props. You know, he is a person that's unselfish. He has the great energy. And most importantly, he wants to see everyone win. And that, I'm so happy that you're here with us today. So we look forward to seeing you March 24th through the 27th. We know San Diego is right around the corner. And oh my goodness, I can't wait to get my hug, girl. I'm letting you know right now because I'm a hugger. All right, I am a hugger.
Melanin popping.
So we are looking so forward to meeting you. And I'll say this to our audience. You know, not only thank you guys for tuning in, but also here with the GW3 Live, I want you to stay connected to this super hero. Stay inspired by her story. And remember, when women are able to unite, come on now, we soar. We soar. And you already know we got to end it off with Wakanda forever, because we are indeed just that, you know, being able to bring legacy together, being able to help the next generation to step into their greatness and keep doing our part, because we have to keep reaching down and pulling the next generation up. And indeed, that's what you're doing. So in closing, what is your word of encouragement for the viewers today, Janeshia? Please.
So first of all, thank you, Miss Renee. I'm so incredibly grateful that you and I got a chance to speak this morning. So thank you again. Thank you to Greg. Just love Greg to death for even nominating me. This was amazing. Thank you to my mama, rest in heaven. Yo, Gwendolyn Adams-Williams. I'm here talking to you because of her and what she instilled in me. And then this is what I tell everybody. This is actually my life's model. So if you guys do decide to quote or say it, give me my credit, because it's my life's motto, and it's in a lot of my written stuff. It's in my book. Like I said, you know, I'm being funny, but not really. Y'all like to quote everybody and give them their credit, so give me my credit. This is what I leave you with. The sky is not the limit, because the sky is way too low. Okay? And I'll share a quick little story with that. So many times I think it's like cliche, or just society has conditioned people to say stupid things. And people will say, and some of y'all have said it, but I'm about to shut it down right now. So many people like, oh my God, like the sky's the limit for you. Somebody said that to me one time, long time ago. And I said, hold on, I don't receive that. You literally spoke a limitation over my life. You literally said the sky is the limit. You don't know what's beyond the sky. It's a galaxy, a moon. You don't have no idea. You literally spoke a limitation over my life. I don't receive it. Don't speak limitations over my life. The sky is not the limit, because the sky is way too low.
Fire, fire, fire. Okay? I love that. Let me say this. You need to start having your own t-shirt lines with all these amazing quotes, young lady. Okay?
I know. I have them. It's written down, and yes.
Okay? Yeah. I'm just saying, because we would love to wear those, and I know everybody's like blowing it up. Yes, they would love to wear that.
It's in my book. I got it, and it's in some. I write it on a lot of different things. Yeah.
Yes. Well, I'm happy that you are in a great place. I'm so happy that you also are using your energy to impact the lives of others, while you are continuously being that game changer, as I always say, that the world needs to see. So, you know, one of the things I always say, Janeshia, it's time for us to roll our shoulders back, put our heads up high. Not only is it a time for us to blaze the universe, but we have to remember that we are the chosen ones. And it's time for us to go to work, because there's so much out there for us. The universe is our playground. The
Yes.
universe is our
Is
playground.
our playground. Yes.
It is. It is. Truly it is. Well, superstar, it has been an honor. I want to thank everybody for joining us with this GW3 live on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you follow this superstar. Keep up with her as well. Miss Janeshia Adams-Ginyard, all the way from Jamaica. But one thing for sure, she's blazing it in Hollywood. And we look forward to seeing you next week, superstar. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm so excited. And I'm like super excited to meet you too. So thank you. And y'all can follow me on Instagram at Hollywood Lady J. That's Hollywood LADYJ.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, beautiful followers, for tuning in today. We see you on the other side of your greatness. Bye for now.
Bye.